Hello all. In this video, we are going to solve question number 4 under simple numeric problems in JNTU R18 C language syllabus. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my terminal and I'm going to navigate to desktop, and there I'll create question number 4 directory, and again navigate to question number 4 and open the same in VS Code. Now my VS Code is opened. I'm going to create a file and name it as multiplication table. Okay, and I'm going to copy the problem here and I'm going to comment. So basically here what happens is the user will give a number for which we are supposed to print the multiplication table, and also the user will basically give the rows. Normally we all are habituated till 10, right? So like 10 rows we are all habituated when we are in school, we are taught like that. So here basically the user will give, if he gives 3, here in this case only we are supposed to print 3 rows. If he gives 10, we are going to print 10 rows, and if it is 15, accordingly we are going to do that. So the basic structure of C program and how to read and write data from the console, those concepts I covered in a separate video. You can check out the description for that video link. Now we'll start coding. The time code return 0, and for printf and scanf to work, I'm supposed to include std standard input output header file. So here we are supposed to read two things, right? One is number and number 2 is number of rows. I'm going to declare 2 variables and I'll name it as number. Another one is int rows. And I'll ask the user to enter the number for which the table should be printed. Okay. Also the number of rows. Okay, and I'll read into these 2 variables that I actually declared, ampersand number and ampersand rows. That's it. So basically the program execution starts from line number 10 from the main function, and the program execution happens line by line, and every statement in C language ends with a semicolon. So here 11 and 12, 2 variables number and rows of type integer will be declared. I mean, basically the compiler will create these 2 variables, and then we are asking the user to enter the number for which the table should be printed and the number of rows, and we are reading the same into these 2 variables. Now we'll write the logic for this. We are supposed to know how to write the for loops. Basically we need to know the loops concept. Again, I made a separate video for this concepts. Okay, loop concepts, there I covered in depth. Okay, you can check out that video, and again you can check that video link in the description. I'm gonna simply write for I'm going to declare I, because I'm going to use I in the for loop. I starts from 0. Basically we'll go ahead and we need to print rows times, right? So those many times my loop should actually iterate here 3 times. So if the rows is 3, it's 3. If rows is 10, 10. So my loop should run for rows times. Okay, rows times, or number of rows times. So that's why I gave it less than rows I plus plus. Now simply what I'm supposed to do is printf. First one is 5, right? 5 is nothing but the number, so we are storing it in number. So percentile d into okay, percentile d. I'm just copying whatever we wanted to print here, so equal to percentile d. So now we need to be ultra careful of writing what should be shown here. First one is number, so we know it is number, and next one is it is starting from 1 every time. Okay, it starts from 1, not from 0. So as it starts from 1, what I'm going to do is if I give I here, my I will actually start from 0. So the output would be like 5 into 0, 5 into 1, 5 into 2. We'll do that. We'll execute that and we'll change the logic accordingly. Okay. And coming to this percentile d, it's simply the multiplication of this and this. Okay. Number into I. Again, here also the problem comes because I is starting from 0. Let's check it out. What exactly happens? We'll compile and run the program. Okay, I'm going to open the terminal. I'm going to move it to right, and the command to compile is gcc multiplication table.c -o. I'll call it as we can call it with any name, so I'll call it as multiplication table, or we can call it as simply table. Okay, so what happens is here we are compiling the program, whatever we have written here, okay, a normal English, right? So we'll be compiled into a machine language wherein our operating system, in my case it is Ubuntu, so it will be able to understand that binary and execute whatever we wrote inside the file. So here you can see there is no binary here, but the moment I compile it, you'll be able to see the binary popping up here. Perfecto. So here you can see the binary has popped up and there are no warnings and no errors. So let's see by running the program. Okay, to run the program, what I'm supposed to do is table. So enter the number for which the table should be printed also known. So same thing, I'll give 5 and 3. So first of all, the output is not clean. So for it to be clean, I'm going to give a new line, and again I'm going to compile it, run it, 5 and 3. Yes, again the last one is not coming nice. So after this for loop is done, here I'm going to write another printf statement so that the output will be or would look nice. Compile it, run it, 5 space 3. Yes, perfect. But as I said, while we are writing the program itself, I clearly told that. So it should be starting from 1, okay, 1, 2, 3. But here in our case, it's starting from 0, 1, 2. So for that, we are supposed to start I from 1 and rows are also equal to rows. That's it. So we'll compile, run it, 5, 3. That's it. Perfect. And we're going to give something different, 5 and 10. Perfect. I'm gonna give so 11 and 11, so 11th table till 11 rows it printed. So likewise you can go and give 15 table and 15 rows. That's it. We are done writing the program. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the content, please like the video, share and subscribe. It'll motivate me to make more similar content.